In this video, I want to go over my new limited edition Seiko Speedtimer. Just wanted to showcase the fact that I changed the bracelet. I'll show you in a little more detail later in the video. I also want to compare it against one of the biggest, arguably one of the biggest and one of the best chronograph watches in the industry, period. So get subscribed if you like watching content like this. It'd be really great. I'm really trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, without further ado, let's take a closer look at this watch. So in this video, I want to go over my new Seiko Speedtimer, which is the limited edition Speedtimer. This thing is really nice. And in this video, I'm going to showcase the new Strapcode bracelet that I got for it, which I think takes this watch. This is the way it should have been from the beginning. Really, Seiko should have just released a watch just like this, in my opinion. Sort of have a guest watch here, something that's quite exciting for the channel, something I've never had before. But a friend of mine lent me the Rolex Panda Daytona. So I wanted to bring this watch in. Well, first of all, I asked him if he would lend me the watch so I could compare it with my Seiko Speedtimer, just to have, sort of have a David and Goliath kind of moment. Goliath being the Rolex, of course, and just to kind of show you how nicely they complement each other here. I mean, obviously the Rolex is, I mean, this is one of the most sought after watches on the market. It's trades for $25,000-$30,000, maybe even more sometimes. This is crazy expensive. I mean, no normal human being can afford this, if you could even get it, and most people can't get it at retail. I think it retails at about $14,000 or so. So it's incredibly expensive, even if you could get it at retail. Not everybody could afford it. Maybe if you bought, this is the one watch you're going to buy for the next 10 years, and maybe you could pull it off, but probably most people are probably going to finance this thing, and I don't know if it's worth it. I think, I've had this watch, I held it, put it on, I looked at it closely, and the Rolex, I think, is priced well at retail. I don't think this watch is worth any more than retail, in my opinion. If you're paying more than retail, I think you're nuts. That's what I think. I think at $14,000, I think it's a fair price to ask, given the Rolex name, given the quality. It's obviously a beautiful watch. I mean, this is an iconic, beautiful watch that is, it's earned its reputation for being one of the best out there, and I get it. I think at $14,000, it's a fair price. Obviously, you can buy the Tudor Chrono for about half the cost, or even less at times, and I think you're getting pretty similar build quality, I would say. But yeah, obviously the Rolex probably has a leg up on it. But yeah, I mean, just you put these side by side and you can obviously see the resemblance there. I mean, you have the ceramic bezel on each of them. To be honest, I think the Seiko's dial is somewhat more interesting. I mean, the Rolex is more subdued in its own way, but it's quite beautiful, quite to say the least. Obviously, the finishing and the detail in the bracelet is just above and beyond on the Rolex. It's just, yeah, I get it. I really hadn't held one until recently, and I get the lust, and I get why they're so popular. Let's just put it that way. And I think the retail cost is fair, but don't pay more than that, please. Just get on a list and pray, basically, if you ever really want one of these. But don't pay over 20 grand for this thing. That's just crazy, in my opinion. But anyway, I just wanted to break it out and show you, put them side by side here and show why I thought if you look at the bracelets, you can see somewhat of the resemblance there. That's why I chose this particular Strapcode bracelet, because it is the oyster bracelet that matches very closely to the Rolex one. So there you go. Anyway, if you have any questions about the watch, feel free to leave in the comments. If you have any questions about the Strapcode bracelet, I think the bracelet is about $102 plus shipping. What do you think? Do you think? Obviously, it's hard to replace the Rolex, right? You just can't. There's this one of a kind. But who the hell can afford one? Who can get one? You can't walk into a Rolex store and actually buy a Rolex Daytona, but you can actually buy the Speedtimer actually quite easily. You can buy the Panda version if you want to go for more of the Panda look from the Rolex and match that a little closer. Honestly, I think this is the nicest one, especially if you replace the bracelet. I think this is the full package. Honestly, I would recommend if you're gonna buy this watch, just factor in the cost of the new bracelet from Strapcode and you're gonna have yourself a hell of a nice package. And I think, like I said in the previous video, I got this watch for a little over $500 on eBay. So if you add about 120-ish, plus if you include shipping for the bracelet, we're talking it's still under $700, which is still under the retail MSRP for this watch. And you're getting a somewhat limited edition item. I'm not going to say that 10,000 is super limited, but for us mere mortals that can't afford a Rolex, I think it's a fair, 10,000. You get one of 10,000. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's not super limited, but it is still pretty cool in my opinion. But anyway, really cool if you can give this video a like, and consider subscribing and trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It would really help the channel a lot if you give this video a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.
Go.